Guys, the latest news from Payoneer and Wirecard is that they've done the right thing by freelancers and your money is safe. You know guys, it was a shock a few days ago, a week ago now, when I got an email, like many other freelancers from Payoneer, saying that all the funds on our prepaid MasterCards were frozen. I personally had about just under $1,500 in Payoneer at the time, and it was indeed a shock to hear that that money was frozen and I couldn't get access to it. Now here's the email I received. Let me just read it to you quickly. So it says, "Hi Leslie, as you may have seen on the news, Wirecard AG filed for insolvency on Thursday." That's Wirecard AG in Germany, who were the parent company of Wirecard AG or Wirecard Limited in the UK, who issued the Payoneer prepaid MasterCards. So the parent company in Germany had a problem, so the funds were frozen in the UK accordingly. Then it goes on to say they're freezing all prepaid card activity for the time being, and they believe that the cardholder funds are properly safeguarded and that the freeze will be temporary. And then it goes on to tell you what this means, that the FCA in the UK had taken the measure with the primary objective of protecting the interests and money of Wirecard customers. Pending further actions, the FCA will be temporarily unable to withdraw the funds. So they're telling you you can't withdraw any of your funds at that point in time. So then it just goes on to explain anything in the excess of the balance, but that's irrelevant because what they're talking about is funds that you had existing already in your account. So the next thing I had to do was go and tell the wife that we had just short of $1,500 in our Payoneer account, which, you know, under some circumstance we might not be able to get our hands on that money again, because at this point nothing was known as to whether the funds would be unfrozen again. Look, I was fairly confident they would be because the funds were held in the UK, I presumed in trust accounts, so I was kind of confident that the funds would become available. So I was worried, but kind of not worried at the same time. So the first email telling me that the funds had been frozen came on the Saturday, and there was nothing we could do. We had to sit and wait. And then by the Tuesday, we received the following email, which I'll briefly go through with you. So they're saying, "We're happy to inform you that the FCA has completed its audit and lifted the freeze on your Payoneer prepaid MasterCard." So I was kind of expecting this because, as I said before, the funds were held in trust accounts. And now we could access the card as far as withdrawing funds to an ATM, or we could spend them in store. So we could use the card to withdraw funds or spend in store. But what they're also saying is that until Monday the 6th of July, we wouldn't be able to withdraw the funds to the local bank account. So basically what we couldn't do is go into the account and draw our funds out. We could spend, which we did. We went out and spent on it and drew some funds from the ATM. And again, they're saying that all future payments will continue to be received to your Payoneer current balance. So basically, this was kind of the first stage where the funds were unlocked as far as using an ATM or using the funds in a shop to buy goods. But the thing you couldn't do is go to your account and withdraw all of your funds to your bank account, which is obviously what you want to do in a situation like this. And that was where we were at. So the first email came on the Saturday, the next email came the following Tuesday, and then on the Friday, which was obviously just like 6 days from the start of the whole debacle, I received the following email. Now this was good news because the email basically said that everything was freed up again and you could withdraw funds to your bank account, you could use the ATM, you could use your prepaid MasterCard in store. So here the guys say, "Good news, we've successfully reactivated all services on you previously had on your Payoneer prepaid MasterCard to give you full access." So that was everything there open again within a week. And you know, Payoneer, what really impressed me was that Payoneer also said that they stand 100% behind their card, or behind the card they were supporting, which was the Wirecard MasterCard. And bear in mind, this wasn't Payoneer's own MasterCard, it was a MasterCard supplied by a company in the UK called Wirecard, and they were standing 100% behind it. And as you can see in the final email here, there was a link saying that they'd made a statement about this, and I'll include that video so you can go and look at it, where the CEO of Payoneer really puts your mind at rest and says he fully stands behind his business, which he did. He got the liquidity in the business so that all the funds held under his company were safe. And I was really impressed by how they handled the situation. It was good news, and I've got to say that Payoneer really did right by Freelancers. So, guys, that was a little bit of a speed wobble there. I would, based on how Payoneer handled this, I would thoroughly recommend Payoneer, because I've been with with Payoneer for over 5 years now, and this is the first kind of little bump there's been in the road. Other than that, they've been fantastic. And what really impressed me, as I say, is the way they handled this, making sure that the freelancers' funds were safe. So I still stand 100% behind Payoneer. Congratulations to them on how they handled this. And if you don't use Payoneer, I would recommend you do. Great service. You get a MasterCard that you can use in shops or at the ATM. You can withdraw your funds to your bank account. Absolutely fantastic for online freelancers, copywriters, content writers, anything of that nature. Now, guys, if you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please consider leaving a thumbs up and a comment. And please subscribe, because I'll be making other useful videos for freelancers and copywriters, writers, anyone who's working online, with great information like this, and just keeping you updated with what's going on in the business. So I hope that helped, and look forward to talking to you again soon. Ciao for now.